All right, thanks for tuning into another episode and another thing with Dave. Please follow, subscribe, and share. I'm on all social media and another thing with Dave. And keep seeking the truth. Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Yeah, so I would like to talk about this is the week of the anniversary of 9/11. So I'm going to play a clip here from Democracy Now! How the U.S. abandoned peace for humane wars.
Start off by talking about this very revealing title, Humane, How the United States Abandoned Peace and Reinvented War.
Well, Amy, the United States has been at war since before it even existed against Native peoples and later beyond its borders. And especially since World War II, America has been at war globally. But all those wars were brutal in the extreme, and there were no rules prohibiting brutal conduct by design. What happened after 2001 is that in the midst of an extremely brutal war on terror, a new kind of war emerged. And it was one in which, really for the first time, it was important to Americans to see their wars fought more humanely in conformity with international rules that prohibit torture, that limit civilian death. And the worry is that even though this represents a kind of progress, it also helped Americans sustain war and help make the war on terror endless. Even though Joe Biden has withdrawn troops, he's promised to continue the war on terror in other ways. Wars fought are never without consequences for the states that fight them, even though, of course, we should be concerned first and foremost about those who die or those who are merely surveilled and haunted by drones and special forces. This really matters because it's essential that when Biden gave his two speeches the other week defending the pullout from Afghanistan, he made utterly clear that while giving up on failed counterinsurgency, he's turning to, and maybe will intensify himself, the real fruit of 9/11, which is kind of endless counterterror, no matter what the constraints of international law say, unless they require the drones to strike or the special forces to visit with care for the victims. Kind of endless counterterror, no matter what the constraints of international law say, unless they require the drones to strike or the special forces to visit with care for the victims.
Boom. Samuel Moyn from Yale University. Very eloquently said, and I could not agree more. I don't know about this humane war. Have wars gotten more humane? Maybe for U.S. soldiers they have, perhaps. But not for the families that are being killed by our drones. They haven't become more humane, have they? So it's all relative. But anyway, I just wanted to play that clip. It's 9/11 week. I'm not telling people what to think. I'm just telling people to think. Look at the gates, the floodgates that 9/11 opened, right? The U.S. has the right to preemptively strike any country now, right? And under the guise of defending democracy, we have gone to war, at least unofficially, with Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, had battles in Somalia, and who knows where else. Anyway, thank you folks for tuning in. This has been a short one, short and sweet.